Hola y bienvenidos. Yo soy señora Nelson y estoy aquí para ayudarles in your acquisition of the Spanish language and all that entails. For example, today we're still talking about traveling. So hit like and subscribe. It helps me out. I'm not sure how, but we'll trust that it helps me. Entonces, ayúdame porfa. And today I want to give you another tip on how to stay safe while traveling. And it's a really good tip of how to stay safe all of the time. Now, the tip is be aware. And if you're paranoid like me, you might be too aware. So I apologize to all of you who are already paranoid. I do not want to make you more paranoid. But it is helpful when traveling, especially if you're in a place that you're not familiar with. Be aware. What does that mean? Enjoy your time, go out, have a good time, meet people, have a great vacation. However, always just be aware of your surroundings. I have traveled to over 15 countries and I'm a little paranoid. However, it has kept me safe. I have been in one unsafe situation that I can recall. So nowhere in Central America, and I've visited almost every country in Central America. However, in Sucre, Bolivia, I studied abroad. I was in Bolivia for 4 weeks, and Sucre is a beautiful town. If you have the opportunity, you should go. It is historic, it's beautiful. There are tourists from all over Europe, so you will meet people from France and Switzerland and Germany, everywhere, Austria, all over. I met some of my best friends and they're Finnish and just everywhere. It's amazing. So loved the experience, but I was always maybe too aware. But I would walk to school, I would walk to events, I'd walk to restaurants, I'd run around a park to exercise, I'd sit at the park. I was outside all the time. I traveled to what I learned from the locals, different YouTube. I went to a place that I learned from locals later was not the most safe, but praise the Lord, I stayed safe. Here to tell about it. But one day I was walking in the normal city, everything's safe, everything's great. But I'm walking, I don't know if I was just walking for exercise or looking for a place, but I do remember I'm always aware of people. And I saw a guy who was like looking at me. And so I was like, oh, that's sketch. So I kind of turned and went somewhere else. So then he turned and went somewhere else. And I was like, ooh, that's very sketch. So I turned around the other way and he turned around the other way. And I thought, I don't like this at all. Little 20-year-old Elizabeth was not a fan. So I went to the main plaza where I knew everyone was at. I looked for the most innocent, caring, helpful people. And I found a couple who looked kind and innocent and caring. And I just stopped them and started talking to them. And they're like, who's this crazy gringa talking to us? And I was like, hi, my name's Elizabeth. And I was like, hey, this guy's following me. Can I hang out with you guys? And they said, of course. Hung out with them. Actually made some friends that were my friends for the rest of the trip, which is pretty awesome. They were from, I forget. But they're great people. Met them, hung out with them. The guy sat on a bench, watched us for a while, and then we went on our merry way and ditched him. Whew. Again, could I be imagining things? Not quite sure. Didn't really want to find out. Because I was constantly aware of every person and even did a few extra steps to make sure, again, am I imagining this? Is he just going to see his abuela and I'm safe? Too many chances. Let's not take a chance on my safety, and let's make sure that I'm with more people than just me. So again, be aware of your surroundings. Same thing in Honduras. Whenever we go to the beach, there's a lot of stuff that you kind of just set there, and then everyone rushes out to the waves, right? So you have all of your backpacks, stuff, cameras, phones, everything, kind of just sitting there, and then everyone's in the waves enjoying the ocean, which is awesome, but there's a lot of people around. You want to be aware of, okay, is someone coming too close to my backpack? Is someone kind of looking at all my stuff that I've left abandoned there? Do I have a friend or someone who's not in the water who can kind of just keep an eye on things and make sure that no one's getting too interested in our stuff? Again, not to be paranoid, but just to be wise and aware that my safety is very, very important. And as I'm going about my day, I want to make sure that I'm aware of where other people are at, what they're interested in, and is anything going awry. So be aware wherever you're at, enjoy, have fun, breathe. However, just be aware and kind of keep track of what's going on around you at all times, just to be safe. And enjoy your trip, and tell me about your trip in the comments. I would love to hear all of your exploration adventures. I'll see you guys next week.